This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
No.
This
Just
is
stop.
a sham.
It's finally here. Drum roll. But yeah, that's true.
Welcome to DBL. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Full boat today.
Yes.
Full boat.
Full boat. We had 3 yesterday.
Hold on, Jeff. Tori's clapping off beat. Let her finish.
Yeah, go for it, Tor. Get us hyped up. Be the hype man.
Woo! Everybody on the left.
Okay, keep going.
Everybody on the right.
Wow, the right
If the
definitely
right wins that one. Pizza for y'all. Just kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Now that nobody's watching anymore, let's get to some stories. So Jessica Simpson is getting slammed online for letting her daughter wear a crop top. Crop top. Jessica posted this picture with her 11-year-old with the caption, "Bring your Barbie to work day," but a lot of people took issue with Jessica letting her daughter look so grown up. Meantime, Jessica spoke with Access Hollywood about the scrutiny over her body over the years, and now even her kids are starting to notice. Let's watch.
My kids see me being still scrutinized, and it's very confusing to them because they're like, well, I don't even understand this. Like, why don't they just say, "You look pretty, Mom, you look pretty"? I wish I could say for me that it's gotten better, but it still remains the same.
Well, I think maybe she could have answered the question. I want to hear from you guys. She could have been like, well, kids, I gained 300 pounds and lost it 3 different times. Mommy went through some growth spurts and lost some weight.
Like a teaching moment.
And you know what? And the public's very mean. And you're going to learn that because maybe a little explanation of who she is and celebrity and what she had a journey 3 different times, which is very hard on your body. So it's not like, where's this coming from? There's a reason why it's coming from. I just wanted to put it there first.
I agree. Make it a teaching moment, but I wanted to hear what you thought about as a mom about the, would you let Sophie at 11?
Well, first of all, I'm very careful.
Right.
Yes, we're on a TV show, so this is an anomaly. But in my personal life, I would never comment on Jessica Simpson's page. I would think that's inappropriate.
I would too.
I would.
I'll be on. I would too.
Sophie, I'm very conservative when it comes to being a mother. I'm not going to let Sophie go around in crop tops because the truth of the matter is I want her to be a kid as long as she can be a kid. And I also know that young girls, I was a young girl, you were a young girl, we get sexualized very early on. I remember going to the Boardwalk, which is an amusement park in Santa Cruz at 11, 12 years old, and 18, 19 college boys who went to Cabrillo College, that's how I knew they were in college because that's our local college, hitting on me and my friends and being so uncomfortable, like literally I'm still a baby inside my mind. So I don't like it, but I don't want to add to everything that Jessica Simpson goes through because people are very harsh on her in many different avenues of her life, but that's my own personal parenting choice.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. We have daughters and, you know, You hit it on the head. You have to know your kid. And you were like, Sophie is still a baby. I had to, my daughter was never like a baby, but she was a young girl, you know, into anime and things like that. And she's grown up. She's still a nerd, which I love. But she has the body of a woman. And I remember we were at Great Wolf Lodge, the water park, and just, you know, she had a one-piece bathing suit on, and I was just eye daggers with any dude. It was like, what's up, bro? What you looking at, man? You know, and at that moment, like I had a talk.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, what's going on over there?
I'm a wolf at the Wolf Lodge.
Yeah, what's going on? And it's like a real moment because she's always your kid.
Yeah.
And so when you see how the world looks at your kid, it's very difficult. So I wonder, I guess you can't tell her to stay off of social media, but with the experience that she is.
You can at 11 years old. You can. She's not 16. No, she's 11.
They're going to have a Finsta.
I won't give. Well, again, I'm not going to criticize other parenting choices. This is different on this panel, but my kid, I do not want to have an Insta at 11 because my mind is messed up at 43 years old having an Insta.
Say Instagram.
Yes.
You're already showing your
And say,
age. Yeah, just say Instagram.
Yeah, Finsta, fake Instagram. I mean, I think a lot of parents are like, I don't let my kid on Instagram. And they said, okay, Mom. It's not over, guys, just because they said cool. They're going to do what they want, what their friends are doing. They're kids. They're trying to find their cohort. And I think if you tell them no, they're going to find another way, and then they're not going to have your tutelage to go along that journey.
I just thought she looked 18 in that picture. I just was like super
Did
super.
anybody see
I don't
the-
have children. I don't want to parent shame, but she looks so.
Can I just
old.
remind 11 years old is in 4th, 5th grade?
Yeah,
fifth
that was.
grade.
Look at her hair.
That's elementary school.
Look at the way she's standing with
Let
the
her
makeup. I
be an elementary
Look
school
at that.
kid,
Yeah.
please.
I just think that's really, really uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, me too.
Did anybody see the dog in the stroller?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I
that
did.
I
Whoa, I
checked out.
did.
There was a
And I
corgi
hate
in. I
that.
thought you
It
were
was a
going to talk
double
about it.
stroller.
No,
Yeah,
I
saw
didn't
it.
see it. Let me see. Do we have? Can we
It's
put
It's
that
a
back
video
up?
of
Oh,
her
it's a
talking.
video. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah.
We all know what a
We don't
dog
have
in a
time. We
stroller
don't have
looks
time.
like.
Okay.
Oh boy. All right. Let's get to this next story. Here we go. Jennifer Aniston knows exactly what she'd be doing if she wasn't an actress. So Jen, who is on the cover of Architectural Digest, says she would have become an interior designer. She told the Wall Street Journal she loves putting together homes and creating spaces and thrives during that process. Do you guys ever think about what you would do if we weren't in this industry?
I do.
You want to kick it off, Al?
All the time. I think it sounds really crazy, but I think I really enjoy working with my hands. I really do. I just never did. I was a comic for all these years, and I told myself.
What would you do for a job, though?
I think
Like a welder?
No, probably. I don't. Not so much with metal, but I like working with wood. I mean, Jeff talked about sanding stuff. I like.
Oh, yeah.
I love our cameraman Rob as a painter. I love to paint.
Oh, wow.
I love it. I love it.
It's very meditative.
I think that's what I would do.
I got a weird obsession with like sanding things.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
you're
me
such
too.
a good carpenter.
But I like it. It's like weird.
Would
It's
that
not
be your
sexually,
second
but it's
job?
just weird.
No, I know. But
You know what I mean? I made it seem like.
Yes.
You did.
No,
You
I
did.
know, I totally
Dad's
did.
in
But
there,
it's
sander.
like so satisfying. It's like satisfying.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
It is.
Yeah.
Would that be your second job?
A carpenter?
Or your job if it wasn't for this?
No, I really no. I think.
You said you always like UPS.
Yeah,
I think I'd be like perfectly honest. I would be at UPS. I think.
Yeah.
I just never pictured myself more than. I'm always like, I'll just throw it around. I like
Right.
construction or UPS. I never. Like I got my real estate license, but I never pictured myself in that world. Like, hi, Carol. Come in, you know what I mean? Like
I could see your face on a park bench.
Oh,
Real
yes.
estate.
more of a
Jeff-
urinal cake.
Oh boy, I could
Yes.
definitely see it on a
Remember
year.
that?
What would your
I
job
would
be?
love to be a forensic linguistic.
What is that?
Okay, so that is in Mindhunter. They read the manifesto in real life, the FBI. They read the manifesto of the Unabomber, and they found a line in which he interposed.
I know what that is.
Let them eat cake and have it too. And his brother. Steve Kaczynski, I believe, said, that's my brother. He says
Right.
it and has had. And
Yep.
it's finding language to solve true crime.
That's
So
so
you
cool,
wouldn't be
Tori.
good at either job.
I'd be amazing. I would be fascinated by that.
That's so
Sam, what
cool.
about
yes,
you?
yes, Annie.
I just found out I have thumb holes.
Yay!
Okay, I love a good dress with thumb holes, and I
If we
just
got
women get
canceled
it.
right then,
No,
I would
women get it.
understand.
Women
oh
get
my
it.
gosh, that was
Speaking of other
empowering.
jobs, what are you going to do after this episode?
No, I would want to be a sociology professor, sociology of deviance. It was the one course that I kept taking, and I almost got a master's in it at UCLA. I was so fascinated. And deviance meaning like deviant is just when you're different from your culture.
Oh, wow.
So like in prison, if I walked in, I might be seen as deviant if I like X, Y, and Z because their culture is so ingrained there.
I see.
And I thought it was so fascinating. So I would want to be professor sociology of deviance.
Wow.
You and
That's
Tori
specific.
could team up and board criminals.
Yay!
Yes.
I wish I had armholes too.
Thumb holes,
I mean thumb holes. Yes.
You have armholes.
Yay! You know what girls also like thumb holes? Pockets. Once you discover pockets in a dress.
Can you believe I have thumb holes?
I'm so excited for you,
I
my
know.
love. I really
Okay.
am. It's a good day.
This is a bad show. Coming up on DBL, a new app is
keep
putting
it real, Jeff.
relationships to the test. Would you do an experiment to see if your partner would cheat? That's a good story. Stick around. And our favorite holistic plastic surgeon, Dr. Yoon, is talking about the skincare trends that celebrities swear by. Next.
Okay, so
All right, so I just bought this dress because, Tori and I and Erica, we all get our clothes from Rent the Runway. And I loved this dress, but I love it even more where I just discovered in the middle of the last segment that this dress has thumb holes. And for me, I purchase sweaters that have thumb holes, jackets. So for me, this is a big deal.
Why?
It's like an edgy look. It just looks
I just love a good dress or an item with a thumb hole.
Yeah.
I feel like Sam in another life would wear fingerless black gloves.
I do.
She still does.
You
Facts.
make fun of me.
Remember
I
you
have a
made
pair
fun
of
of those?
Oh, but those are like rich girl mittens.
But those are still fingerless. Those are fingerless.
I really don't like those mittens.
Yeah, why not?
Why?
I don't know, they bother me.
Do they look like coal miners?
Because anytime I make fun of an article of Sam's clothing, which is almost everything, she'll then tell me these are Louis Vuitton mittens.
You do
And
that. You do
No,
that.
you try to come after my glasses.
Dude, I'm like,
and
nice
I was
glasses, and you're like, they're Gucci, bro.
They-
And I'm
they
like,
were.
cool, nice glasses.
Yes, I didn't make fun of your almost famous sunglasses.
Those are gifts from
Yeah,
Twins
we bought those.
Yes,
And those
in
are Gucci.
1969.
They're Gucci. And those are Gucci.
Those are Gucci.
Okay, I'm
Oh
sure.
my God, we
that was
went
the
to
first
Patty.
thing to roll off the line for him.
Patty
Those are
did
terrible.
too. Patty, he doesn't believe that you guys really bought me Gucci sunglasses.
Okay.
He thinks
Okay.
they're fake from China.
Do you want to pull Nordstrom into this now?
Yeah.
Patty had to
Yeah.
drive to the store. Hey, that's Gucci. Is that old or can I say that now? Hey, that looks Gucci.
That's
I heard
old.
Jure say it.
That's Gucci.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, I
No,
think
Jure
it's old
says
now.
it. Jure always is like
Yeah, maybe
Gucci.
I could do it.
Jure says it.
Okay, I'll try and say it.
I don't think you'd say that's Gucci. You just say Gucci. Like,
Oh.
I think it's changed from that's cool to
Oh, I'm
okay.
so happy about my dress,
Gucci.
you
Oh,
guys.
I think you're right.
No, sorry.
So happy about my dress.
Welcome back to DBL. Would you pay someone to trick your partner into cheating? There's a service called Loyalty Test where you hire someone to flirt with your partner online or in person. You give them your partner's social media handles or even their location, which sounds super creepy, and the tester flirts with them and provides feedback on how they responded. This
Are
is
you
real.
insane?
Yeah. Yeah,
You
this
couldn't
is real.
pay me to do this to my husband. That is so cruel, and clearly there is something wrong in your relationship if you feel the need to hire a rando to somehow coerce your partner. This is insane.
Let me
Now
just
has
paint a
their
big. Let me
information.
paint a bigger picture. Has anything positive come from the show Cheaters?
No.
Okay, this is the Cheaters app. And you hire someone to take pictures of someone that you know is cheating, you just don't have pictures of them cheating.
Do you know what it really is? Cheaters, yes. But do you remember those certain episodes of Maury where they would think their husband was cheating, so Maury would get like an actress to go into
Yes.
the green room before
Yep.
the show and flirt with them, like on the closed
Yep.
camera?
I lived for those moments. Lived.
And they would flirt with the actress, you know, while they're on the show about cheating. Like the actress would be like, "Oh, what show are you here for?" It's like, "Oh, my wife thinks I'm cheating." She's like, "I can see why. You're really attractive." And he's like, "You are too." And it's like,
Yep.
you're
I never
cheating on your
saw
wife
that.
at the
That's
show.
the best.
Have you seen those?
Yes.
Yes.
I lived for it.
I think this is like the 1.0 of that.
Here's what I don't get is, like, can we go back to that picture again? Who are these people, side hustle? One of them, the name top right over one, engineer of hearts. He's like a lab guy. Like,
Who's the lady that just shows her chest?
I think
That's probably the girl I want. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like
all
if you're looking to cheat someone, let's just
Show the
show me the assets. Yeah.
Show me the money. Show me the money.
There's another one too, and I don't know if this is real, but I've seen people post about it where you can hire a fake therapist. So when you go into a therapy session, that person makes you sound right and your partner sound wrong.
That's
like a
not
couple,
real.
like
That's
a
not
couples
real?
therapy.
That sounds illegal.
That's got to be illegal. It has to
I'm
be.
sure it's illegal.
Terrible. That is terrible.
It'd be a great
I mean,
show.
on a real note, wouldn't you say that there
a
are?
great show, just expose people's darkest secrets.
But I would say if we're being realistic, if you are going to be, if you're in a long-term marriage like all three of you guys are, isn't there going to be a point within all those decades where your relationship is weak?
Yes.
And so,
Yes.
you
So I'm
want
going to
to fight.
send out
So I'm saying,
decoy?
like,
a 6'5"
but I'm saying
debonair man.
So I'm saying I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt that you're going to fight through those periods and be like, yeah, there was a period between year 11 and 12 where it looked rocky. But if during that period, instead of fighting through that, you then hire these people you could almost tank your own relationship.
Absolutely. Self-set, yeah, of course.
It's already over once you're looking into finding
You
them.
always say, if you're, say the thing you always
If you're
say.
looking for trouble, you're going to find it.
That's
Even
what
if
it
there's
is.
not trouble, if you're
Right.
looking
You're gonna
for
read
something,
into it.
you're going to read into it wrong and make it make sense to your own head.
Yeah, something's
definitely.
wrong there.
And
Big
it's,
time.
Yeah, and I think something's wrong inside of you that you would hire people
For sure.
like that.
My therapist always told me, and this did not click until recently, I have to work on myself. I can't fix anybody else.
yeah.
So now I only fix Sam.
Yes.
And you know how happy I am?
Yes.
So much happier.
Thumb holes.
I'm not a fixer anymore.
So what do you mean you only fix Sam?
So I grew up in a way where I would try and fix people because my living environment was really uncertain. Okay?
That's interesting. I bet
Due
you
to
a
some
lot of people
various
can relate to
reasons.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that gave me a sense of safety. It was a survival trait. As I gotten older, I still fix partners, relationships, things like that, and it does not work. So now I just work on Sam, and it's so freeing and amazing. And if you rise to a level, you see the people around you rise to that level too. It's phenomenal. I suggest you try it.
Ooh.
I love it. Fixing Sam, that's going to be a spinoff show, DBL.
Let me fix Sam.
No, it would be you on the show talking about, okay, I'm trying to pitch your show.
Oh, I thought you were making
No,
fun of
too
me.
late
I'm
now.
so sorry.
Canceled.
I would love to have that
Due to
show.
low ratings. Nope.
No, I would love that show.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll make fun of you. I just think of like, a home improvement show like Fixing Sam, where you go out and fix and you're just like, this dress has thumb holes. Bye.
And the slogan's like, fixing Sam, we want you. Like Uncle Sam?
Yes, I got.
Oh, okay.
Is it a deal breaker if your partner ever did this to you?
Deal breaker.
Yes or
Yeah,
no?
we're done with
I
this.
don't know
It's
if it
over.
would be deal breaker for me because I have kids.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
All right.
Coming up on DBL, our favorite holistic plastic surgeon, Dr. Yoon, is weighing in on the latest celebrity skincare trends, including Jennifer Aniston's go-to. That's next.
It's spicy.
Students are no doubt focused on the weight of everything else a new school year brings, but we're talking about why it's important to be on their backs, if you will, about this. The question, can heavy backpacks cause health issues for kids? We turn to these sources to verify, yes.
Little kids, they just are indestructible. They are very resilient, but repetitive issues they have at a younger age or stress on their body builds up and adds on.
The recommendation from the American Academy of Pediatrics, carry no more than 15% of your body weight on your back. That's just 7.5 pounds for a 50-pound kid.
A couple pounds distributed unevenly can definitely throw their posture off a little bit. And postural issues can lead to joint pains as children grow up.
The National Safety Council says it's not just the weight, but how you carry it. Opt for a 2-strapped backpack worn properly with the heaviest items centered in the main compartment. Encourage students to use lockers and other storage spaces when possible, and only carry the necessary supplies and equipment back and forth between home and school. Dr. Sean Tabai, orthopedic surgeon at Children's National Hospital, says lightweight tablets and computers replacing heavy textbooks can help, though days spent folded over a screen can be tough too. But he doesn't recommend you break out a ruler and become posture police.
What I do recommend is trying to set them up for success. Like look at them sitting in their seats and try to lower or elevate their seats in a way that sets them up better. Position their monitors as well.
Regular breaks to move around also help. This goes for kids sitting at a screen and adults working at a desk all day. Keeping active and flexible is a good way to prevent aches and pains when you are seated. With your Verify, I'm Abby Larico.
Welcome back to DBL. It can be hard to keep up with the do's and don'ts of cosmetic work. Luckily, our favorite holistic plastic surgeon, Dr. Yoon, broke it all down for us earlier. Take a look.
Please welcome back to the show. We love him, Dr. Tony Yoon.
Yes,
Hi. Very hard topic. Jennifer Aniston revealed her secrets to looking young, Doc. She's getting weekly peptide injections, and I'm not joking, salmon sperm face masks. Does this work?
Yeah, so this sperm is safe to put on your face. Basically, salmon sperm is something that is used a lot in Korea as this kind of fancy ingredient where they actually extract the sperm DNA from salmon and then use it in skincare products. And there have been studies to show that salmon sperm DNA can help with wound care and wound healing. So there is some truth to this, believe it or not.
Oh, I'll write that down. Wow.
It must work. Okay, so we got to talk about my girl, Charlize Theron. Clap back at haters who said she got a bad facelift.
What?
She said she's just simply aging. So I got to ask you, Doc, what do you think? Why are people saying she's had work done? I love her. What's up?
I know. I think anytime you have somebody who's older than 30 who may have been on the spotlight for a little while, they come back and they look great, or maybe the opposite, they look a little aged, then people just jump on top of them and assume that they've had all this work done. I have taken a look at photos of her. I've had tabloids ask me to take a look, and I just think she looks great. I think she's naturally aging well. I mean, she's taking great care of her skin, maybe laser treatments, chemical peels, maybe a touch of Botox, but no facelift.
I agree.
That's crazy.
It's real, not sus.
It's real.
Follow Dr. Yoon. You'll see what we're talking about. All right. So I have to ask about this weird TikTok filter that's trending. It shows your canthal tilt. And people say this shows how attractive you are overall. Whoa. What is a canthal tilt? And does this really determine your attractiveness?
So the canthal tilt is the angle that your eye takes from the inner portion to the outer portion. And if that is an upward angle, then you have a positive canthal tilt. If it's a downward angle, then it's negative. Now, a celebrity with, let's say, a good upward tilt would be Bella Hadid. And so people say, if you've got a negative angle, then they say you're unattractive. But there are people who are very attractive with negative angles. Take, let's say, Maggie Gyllenhaal, for example, Emilia Clarke. Both of them have fairly negative angles, but they are just gorgeous, Hollywood actors.
Dr. Yoon, I feel like Marilyn Monroe had a negative tilt.
Oh, that's a great point.
Those like Bambi eyes were negative tilt.
Yeah, I think it depends on just how negative it is. There are surgeries that will actually called a canthopexy, where you can elevate and increase that tilt. Whoa. This is just another crazy thing on TikTok that it's best for people to probably ignore.
Okay, all right, ignore it, peeps. Okay, so more and more people are getting their breast implants removed to have a more natural look. I also know that they're doing it just to be healthier.
My wife is looking into it, yeah.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So talk to us about this, Dr. Yoon. What do you think about it? And do you think this is going to be the new trend going into 2024?
Yeah, the last 2 years, I've taken out more implants than I have probably in the 5 years before that. And there's two reasons. I think, number one, there are people who just have aged out, like they don't want their implants anymore. But there's the other group of people who are concerned that their implants may be making them sick.
Right.
Now, I'll tell you, I was one of the first plastic surgeons to come out publicly way back in 2019 that I thought that breast implant illness was real.
Wow.
And I had plastic surgeons who were jumping on me, who were calling me, threatening me and bad-mouthing me because I was threatening their profession, essentially. Now, I do breast implants, but I inform all of my patients that I do think that breast implant illness is real. I think a small percentage of women can get sick from their implants. When they remove implants, anywhere from 80 to 85% of them appear to have an improvement in their symptoms.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Yoon, for keeping it real. I think that's life-saving. We always love when you join us. DBL Nation, make sure you follow Dr. Yoon across social media at Tony Yoon, MD. Jeff's right. It's a good follow.
It is.
It is a good one.
And Doc, if my wife ever needs something, I want your hands on my wife's breast.
Oh, call me.
Thank you.
We love you, Dr. Yoon. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Oh, that's hysterical.
We've seen how important it is to prioritize health to keep classrooms running, especially after some pretty unconventional pandemic school years. With that in mind, we got a question from a verified viewer asking about protecting her child from COVID-19 this school year. Emily asked if she should have her preschooler vaccinated with the shots that are currently available, or if she should wait instead until the fall when new shots could be potentially available. We turn to the CDC, the FDA, and Dr. Sarah Schaefer-Deroux with Children's National Hospital to verify, yes, the current recommendation is to get the available COVID-19 vaccines without further delay.
We would encourage families before they travel or go into high-risk settings such as a school environment to complete the vaccine series.
That means at least one Moderna or Pfizer vaccine for everyone aged 6 months and older. Young kids may need up to 3 doses to be considered fully vaccinated, but the CDC says most people age 6 and older without immunocompromising health conditions do not need more than 1 shot of the bivalent mRNA vaccine at this time. Those are the vaccines that have been available since last fall, aimed at fighting multiple COVID strains. While the FDA's Vaccine Advisory Committee is discussing more updates for the vaccine formulation in the months ahead, kind of like how the flu shot is adjusted each year in anticipation of the worst strains, Dr. DeRue says the current guidance remains to get the shots that are available.
I've heard that there's been a mild uptick in cases this summer, but thankfully we're not hearing reports of emergency rooms being full and hospital ICU settings being full. And so the hope is that vaccination is achieving its goal.
No matter your age, though, experts say it takes about 2 weeks for each of the shots to really kick in. So keep that in mind when you're planning any beginning of the school year activities or family visits. With your Verify, I'm Abby Larico.
Are you skeptical of headlines and what you see on social media? We are too. The Verify newsletter answers your questions, clarifies what's true and false, and even includes a daily fun fact. Go to verifythis.com/email to check it out.
Verify here with your Fast Fact. COVID-19 cases are starting to rise nationwide, and many people are wondering if the new COVID-19 booster is available. So let's verify using these sources. In June, vaccine makers Pfizer and Moderna announced they submitted an updated booster to the FDA for authorization. Their vaccines target the XBB subvariant, which the FDA estimates is responsible for 95% of all COVID-19 cases in the U.S. Both boosters are still under review. Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla told investors he believes his company's booster will be available in September. So, no, the new COVID-19 vaccine is not yet available, but it's expected to be soon. If you're considering getting a booster, check with your doctor whether to get one now or wait until the new one is authorized. With your Fast Fact, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back. Besides looking good, Al, there's other benefits of keeping your car washed. A dirty car can actually slow you down and waste gas. Here's more tips to save some gas. That's today's Auto Alert, sponsored by Ox Car Care. First, avoid quickly accelerating from a stop. Next, cruise control keeps you at a steady speed and gets more miles per gallon. Also, slow down. Sticking to the speed limit can save on gas mileage. Ox Car Care is dedicated to providing you with an amazing auto protection plan experience that works with your budget. If you're looking for better car care, give them a call today at 800-687-1821.
I feel like that was directed totally at Tori. Like, yes, the way you drive, you start from 0 and then you're at 90.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Car's a little dirty sometimes.
Dusty. Yeah.
A little dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really have an excuse. I'm not a big car person.
And your Cadillac converter gets stolen every week.
Just right. Just right.
Time.
Just right.